right, Krista, we are now officially live.
Wonderful.
Yes, everything went off without a hitch this morning. We did pretty good there, so good job. And we are saying good morning to all of our Facebook friends and followers out there for another weekly edition of our Facebook broadcast with employers. So good morning, Facebook friends and followers out there. We appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll give everybody just a second to hop on and see that we are live.
Okay.
And then, Krista, we will jump right into our conversation and kind of go over the questions that we briefed yesterday.
Okay.
And then we'll just give everybody a little insight to Camco Chemical and what roles you guys are hiring for.
Great.
Yes. So if you guys are out there watching, let us know that you can see and hear us okay. Otherwise, we'll just be talking to ourselves for 20 minutes.
It's fine.
Fine, too. All right. Our numbers are going up a little bit, so that's good. We've got some viewers out there.
Great.
Let us know. It takes just a second for Be Live to feed through the comments of Facebook.
Okay.
So once they let us know they can see and hear us, we will get started.
All right.
How's your morning been, Krista?
It's good. So I'm in northern Kentucky, right across the river from Cincinnati, and we have two main bridges down. So I was really nervous about getting here on time. I left a little early. My commute is about 30 minutes. So once you take down two main arteries, it's a mess.
Oh gosh, I can't even imagine.
It was crazy, and it's going to be crazy for a while.
Oh, I bet. Well, we're glad that you got there on time and you're here with us.
Thank you.
Yes. We have a couple people tuning in with us. Good morning, Carla. She's here watching. And good morning, Elizabeth. She says that she can see and hear us both. Okay. Good morning.
Perfect.
Good morning.
Awesome.
Yes. All right. So without further ado, I will go ahead and get started with our introductions here, and then we'll move along with the conversation. My name is Haley Franklin, and I'm a Youth Talent Development Specialist here with the Kentucky Career Center. And I'm just honored to be here with employers each week and talk to you guys about the wonderful opportunities that they're bringing to our Northern Kentucky region. So thank you all for giving me this opportunity. And thank you, Krista, for being here with me.
You're welcome.
We have Miss Krista Albers here, and she is the Director of Human Resources at Camco Chemical. And if you are familiar, or maybe you're not familiar with Camco Chemical, you're going to learn a little bit today, a little bit more of what they do and what they're offering up to our region. So good morning, Krista, and thank you for being here again.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So let's jump right into our conversation here. And Krista, if you could just give us, myself, and the viewers out there, just a little overview of your company.
So Camco Chemical is a 60-year-old company, family-owned company. It was started by a gentleman who he started in a full-service gas station, and it kind of morphed into what it is today. Camco Chemical is a contract manufacturing facility. And basically what that means is we don't manufacture any of our own products. We literally have thousands of clients that have their own products that they may just be in the business of selling those products. They don't want to manufacture or ship or do anything about distribution. So they would contact a facility like ours, a contract manufacturing facility, to do everything from mixing, blending, bottling, packaging and shipping that product out. And so that's what Camco does.
That's awesome. Thank you for that overview. And where are you guys located at? I know you mentioned it once before, but tell us again.
We are in northern Kentucky, in Florence, Kentucky, and we're on Industrial Road, which is the industrial park of Florence, Kentucky. Our campus is pretty big. We've got 3 buildings here, and then we have 2 off-site buildings, all located in Florence.
Awesome. So you guys basically put out soap, cleaning materials, things that are really essential right now, right?
We are considered essential, which in this crazy time, that's something to be said. We have not had any layoffs. We are making cleaning products, so that's like the number one item right now that people are
Absolutely.
looking for. You know, when this company started, it manufactured a lot of different products, but it has kind of gone into the majority of the products is soap. So we absolutely are essential.
Yes, that's great news. And for some people out there that are looking for a stable work environment, this is
Yes.
perfect.
You know, if you are out there looking for a stable, great company with amazing potential, and you don't have to worry about if your job's going to be there tomorrow, especially in this COVID time where there's not a lot of people that can say that.
Yes.
There are a lot of industries right now that you're not really sure if your job's going to be there tomorrow. Camco Chemical is not going anywhere. We're only getting busier, and we are growing, and that is just something that if you're in the market for a position and you don't want to have to worry if your job's going to be there tomorrow, this is the place for you.
Absolutely. We love to hear that. Well, thanks for that overview, Krista. We will now I just kind of want to know about the positions that you're hiring for. Give us a little insight there.
Sure. So right now I am looking for general labor, and you can almost call it a production worker, working on the assembly lines. Like I said, we've got 3 buildings on our campus here. The main manufacturing floor houses 3 different departments. There's the bottling department, there's the um, blending department, and the powder department. So the majority of the positions that I'm looking for is going to be working in the bottling department, working on those assembly lines, anywhere from making sure that the solution is getting into the bottles correctly, making sure that those are the correct bottles to be used, making sure that those caps are secured on correctly, and getting those bottles packaged into a box, getting them ready to be shipped out.
Awesome. Thank you, Krista. Let's see. So let's talk about pay rates for these positions. What do they start at, and can they move up?
We start at $13 an hour, and you can absolutely move up. You know, one thing that we do here, and what I'm trying to instill, and I'm fairly new, so there's lots of changes coming, but one thing that I'm trying to instill is to hire for attitude and train for skill. Anybody can be taught to do anything. And so what we're looking for is that person who's got a personality, who is a team player, who wants to do more, who wants to learn more, and that absolutely will not go unnoticed. And that's kind of how you can move up the rank and learn a little bit more, and your pay rate will follow.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I know you said that some changes are coming, which that might scare a lot of people, but guess what? I think it's great. I think that means you guys are, you're moving and shaking and you're making changes and for the better. So that's great.
We are growing, and we're growing very quickly. So with that comes changes.
Yes, absolutely. So we talked about pay rates. The most important thing we'll talk about today probably is how to apply. How do people apply if they're interested in these positions?
So with these changes, right now we are doing an overhaul of our website. And so if anybody goes to camcochemical.com, it's going to be under construction. So if anybody out there is interested in learning a little bit more about the company as a whole, or how to apply, or any kind of positions that are available, they can shoot me an email on careers@camco/chem, CHEM.com.
All right. And it is right here scrolling at the bottom of the screen as well. I will definitely put that in the comment section so people can copy and paste it if they need to. It'll be easy for them to grab onto it.
Perfect.
careers@camcochem.com. Perfect.
/chem.com. Yeah.
Got it.
Eventually, we will have that career section on the website up and running, where you can click on that position that you're interested in. That will take you to an application, and then eventually get to me. But right now, it's that website.
All right. Okay, I just posted it in the comment section, you guys. If you would like to copy and paste that, feel free to share it out. If you have kids or students that are watching as well, go ahead and let them know about these opportunities. And okay, so this is my favorite question, the next question that I like to ask. Tell me a little bit about what is a day in the life like of an employee at Camco Chem for the roles that you're hiring for?
You know, I love that question. Camco Chemical is a family owned company, so that family environment is very strong. We are, as I mentioned, we are a stable company, and with that, we have 3 shifts. We've got a first, second, and third shift. It's anybody who comes on board they are confident in knowing that they know when they're going to work. Their schedule does not change. If you're on first shift, you're going to start at the same time and you're going to end at the same time. If you're on second shift, same deal. You start at the same time, you end at the same time. And so a day in the life of an employee, you come in, you know where you're going to go, you know when you're going to start, but that day starts out with what we call a stand-up meeting. We gather everybody together before the shift starts to go over anything that we, saw as something that we need to address from the previous day, what the objective for that day is going to be, in any kind of safety topic that we have. Safety is first and foremost in the manufacturing plant. So they do talk about safety quite a bit. And then they go on to their departments and finish the day and clock out and then get to go home.
Awesome. Thank you for giving us an insight there. And I like that you talked about safety. That's a priority for a lot of people when they're applying and things. So
absolutely.
That's great.
Especially in a manufacturing facility.
Absolutely. So that's a great priority that you guys have. Let's talk about, I know that we did speak yesterday a little bit about the shifts. Can you talk about the different shifts that you guys are hiring for?
Sure. So, as I said, the majority of the positions I'm looking for are going to be in that manufacturing assembly line. And so that can be first or second shift, depending on the area that you are in that manufacturing plant. First shift could either start at 5 or 6 o'clock. The majority of them start at 6 a.m. And then second shift starts at 2:20.
Awesome. Thank you. I did see a question over here pop up about that. And I did want to remind everybody while we're talking about questions, if you think of something or you hopped on a little late and you want to ask a question, once Krista and I are done here with our conversation, we'll give you guys a chance to ask any questions that you might have. And I've seen that Elizabeth Appleman was asking here about the hours. So thank you for covering that, Krista.
And it is full time. Everybody who comes on board is a full-time employee. There is no part-time. So that's, again, another very stable aspect of our environment.
Wonderful. Thanks for that question, Elizabeth. I hope she answered it for you. And let's talk about qualification requirements. So this question is our last question before we give everybody a chance to ask their own. And so everybody out there, start thinking of a question for Krista here, and she'll be able to answer it for you. So, Krista, take it away with the qualification requirements.
For this industry and these positions that I'm looking for, you don't need a lot of experience. You just need the desire to work in an environment where you can learn and grow and really plant some roots. If you have a personality of wanting to learn, take on more, that's who we want. I'm not really interested in how long you've been at your other position, or quite frankly, even if you have a high school diploma. If you have a GED, or if you're pursuing a GED, great. It's not required. Your great personality is going to be much more important than your work experience.
Yes. Absolutely. I love that. So take notes out there, guys, about the qualification requirements. High school diploma is not necessary. GED is preferred but not required, like she said. Just a good attitude. You can come in with your good attitude and they'll train you and let you know what you need to do.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's see here. We talked about benefits and resources yesterday. So, Krista, if you want to go over that with our viewers, you guys have a laundry list of amazing benefits and resources. So go over that with them.
So we do have for our full-time employees, at the first of the month following your 60 days of employment, you're eligible for medical, dental, vision. We do have short-term disability, long-term disability that Camco pays for 100%. Um, the 401k is eligible for employees after a year of service. Now, as I said, a lot of things are changing, so that perk, that benefit is definitely going to be overhauled. So I don't want to give too much information about the 401k because that is all going to be changing. But as far as other company perks, I do want to say that we get paid on a weekly basis, which is wonderful. It's really kind of unheard of anymore to get paid on a weekly basis, but it's so nice to have every single Friday be a payday, and you don't have
Yes.
to wait, every 2 weeks. So it's that in that respect, it's very, very nice. We also have a quarterly bonus that is really there are qualifying employees that are eligible to participate in this quarterly bonus, and all you have to do is show up on time, and be safe, and you will be paid out a quarterly bonus. Um, you do have to be here for a full quarter to be eligible for that. So it's something. It's not something that it's like right off the bat. But you do have to be here for a full quarter. But that's something that if you go anywhere else, you're not going to get a quarterly bonus paid out to you, especially at this kind of line level
Mm-hmm.
type of employment. So that's a great perk to think about.
It really is. It really truly is. A quarterly bonus is
Yeah.
amazing. Take
Yes.
notes out there, guys.
Right.
So awesome. All right, we talked about quarterly bonus, holiday company perks, PTO. Did we talk about PTO?
PTO. So you do get your first year, you get 15 days or 120 hours, and it's all just in that. It's not separated out from sick time to vacation to personal. It's all under one bucket of PTO, paid time off. But that for that first year, you do get 15 days, which is really, really.
That is nice. I love it. And we've mentioned this before, but it is a note that I wanted to mention again is that you guys have a stable schedule, your essential
Yeah.
employment. So if you're out there looking for something that, you can rely on, a company, a family-owned company, Camco Chemical is the one, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes. So that kind of covers our conversation, Krista. We
Okay.
talked about everything we wanted to go over for our viewers. And now we wanted to give them a chance to ask any questions that they might have. So let's pull out just a couple here. We have a couple different Elizabeths watching this morning, so they have tons of questions. Elizabeth Adams. Hi, Elizabeth Adams. This is normally my office mate, and we work with the Kentucky Career Center. So we work with customers that I work with the youth, and she works with adults on the adult side of it. So she probably wants to take this information back to them. But her question is, are you guys second chance friendly?
So that's a great question. I have just gotten on board. Well, I shouldn't say just. I've been here since July, and so I am tasked to kind of move this company forward and make a lot of changes. And one of those changes is really kind of defining that. What does that mean to be a second chance employer? And to be honest with you, we probably are a second chance employer now. There's just really no structure behind it.
Yeah.
But yes, I absolutely fully intend to be a second chance employer.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Krista, for outlining that. And how long is the hiring process? Can you give us a little outline on that? That's another question from Elizabeth.
So right now, what our staffing model, how people come in the door, it could be couple different ways. And right now, if I identify a great candidate who I want to get on board, we can bring them on direct hire. The majority of the people that come on board come through staffing agencies, and once somebody shoots me an email, I can go over the specifics of that and what the pros and cons of coming on board versus a staffing agency. But that's eventually going to change to our own pipeline of people.
Awesome.
But right now that I'm doing kind of a dual direct hire and staffing agency. So the hiring process really doesn't take that long. Once we identify, I definitely want to have them talk to a couple different people, go through the interview process, and then there are a couple of things up front that needs to happen as far as drug test and background. So that can take a couple of weeks, but for the most part, it's not going to drag out forever.
Right. That's good. That's good to hear. I'm glad you mentioned the kind of the pre-employment stuff too that will need to be done. That's kind of a given. So that's great. All right. Anita has a question. Anita also works with the Kentucky Career Center and different customers as well. She said she is wondering about a bus route. Are you guys on a bus route?
So unfortunately, I'm not sure when it was, but Tank did stop the route. Maybe if anybody's familiar with Industrial Road, we are at the kind of the tail end before you get to Turkey Foot.
Yes.
So the bus route or the bus stop is at Industrial in Dixie, which is walking distance for sure.
Oh, great.
It's a nice walk, but it is walking distance. But that's kind of on the agenda to kind of see if we can't get another bus stop down closer. There's so many more companies at this end of the industrial park. So
absolutely,
it is walking distance.
Our good friends at Tank would love to partner with you guys if that's right. That's awesome. And Adam Schoaf here, he is working with a customer too that he says he doesn't have a car. So it is in walking distance, Adam. Yeah. So we'll throw his question up there as well and just kind of reiterate that. Okay. Let them know that they're close and they can walk just close to Dixie, right?
Yes. Yes.
Got it. All right. Let's see if we have any other questions. Elizabeth said she's excited that everybody gets paid every Friday.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I can't imagine. It's
so amazing.
Yep.
All right. I do not see any other new questions popping in. So I did just want to say, once this video gets published and we've finished the live portion, questions do still roll in, Krista. So if there are any other questions that I can't answer, I'll get with you. We'll make sure we get these questions answered for the folks. Okay. And did you have anything else you wanted to add before we wrap up here?
I don't think so. I'm just excited to be a part of it. I'm excited to kind of be a champion of all these changes coming forward. And it's just such a great place. It's got so much amazing potential, and the family environment is something that you really don't see that much anymore. And it's alive and well here.
That's amazing. We are so grateful that you were able to hop on here with us this morning and just give everybody an inside scoop to the opportunities that you all are giving our Northern Kentucky region. And we really hope to garner some amazing applicants for you. So yes. All right. Just take a note out there, viewers. There's a web address in the comment section. If you want to shoot Krista an email, please do if you're interested. And let's see. I think no more questions are popping up. We're so happy you spent our morning with us. And viewers, don't forget to tune in next Thursday again at 9:30 a.m. for another employer.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Krista. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.